I'm Jerry Michaels.
I'm Josh Goins.
And this is Revolution Game Talk. Today we're going to talk about some new things that I found out. Sony officially announced that they have a virtual helmet for the PlayStation 4 and it's not the Oculus.
Yes. It goes by the name of Morpheus.
Yes, the code name Morpheus. Don't know if that would be the official name. They didn't really say or give much on it at GDC. It looks cool. It uses the, PlayStation 4i, or whatever it's called now. Of course, it's a typical system that, like the Move, that it uses light sensors on the helmet to give 360-degree view. And they only had 2 demos, which we really only saw one, which is when you're in the shark cage.
Right.
I mean, they said they've been developing it for like 3 years now, so I suspect launch date Christmas time this year. Not official. I'm just giving my guess out there to when it's going to come out. How about you?
Yeah, it seems like a reasonable guess.
Yeah. Sony, PlayStation, Sony's PlayStation. Microsoft, they always release the shit around Christmas or tax season.
Right.
Well, Nintendo's more. Sony released the PSP Vita around tax season as well, because that's the only time people, common Americans, even have any fucking money, is during those 2 times, because you save up for Christmas and buy shit for your family, whatever, gift it to another, or buy it for yourself and say it could be for another.
Yeah.
That's what I do. In tax season, when people just want to splurge on themselves. So my guesstimate is going to come out towards the end of this year. It's Sony's big company.
Right.
They have all the people probably working on it. It will probably release in the year. If not, maybe next year or maybe 2 years from now. Who fucking knows?
Yeah, man, based on the demo we saw, like the hardware, as far as that went, seemed pretty close to finished product.
Yeah, it looks good, and it doesn't have that annoying strap across the top of the head like the Oculus do, because it seems like the sensor in the back of your head kind of is like weight bearing, so it fits nicely on your head.
Yeah.
Looks comfortable. It has a cool design. Typical, it's going down the design as a PlayStation 4 would look.
Right, and then incorporate the similar LED aspects on it.
Yes. But it looks good. No one at first releases. Probably a handful of games are even gonna support it.
No.
They didn't give much information on the actual device itself, on how many developers are developing for it, what they're doing. They just have 2 demos, and that's pretty much it.
Right.
On that, you can only do 1 Morpheus at a time on a console. You think with the breakout box that it has, that it should allow, multiple helmets. Because what happens if you want to play a co-op game, a lot of shit's online now. Fucking the traditional sitting on the couch with a friend playing games is pretty much non-existent. Which sucks, because those are the funnest times,
Yeah, exactly.
Because something funny could happen while you're not playing, or something could happen, in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know. I just like the in-room gaming type of thing.
Yeah.
On some co-op. It is nice if you can't, meet up or whatever and still play the same game. The old times is gone.
Seems like it.
Teardrop. Even with single-player games, like we did with Earthbound, you can tag team.
Yeah.
Switched over.
I don't know, me and my friend Brian did do the little tag team knack thing.
Well, it was pretty fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it was still fun.
Yeah, having a few beers, playing some knack.
Yeah, we got through it pretty quick. We did it within less than a week, so.
Yeah, but didn't he skip a lot of stuff?
Well, yeah, not to completion.
Look, I don't want to fucking bother with that. I'm trying to run through this level.
But yeah, man, we got all the main storyline and everything. Which is the important part.
Before we started shooting this, we've been playing Super Nintendo, so.
Yeah, going back and playing a little bit of that.
Super Black Bass, one of my favorite fishing games.
Yeah, I was always like super addicted to black bass, and then he was telling me about the Super Black Bass, which I didn't really have a whole lot of games for the Super NES when I had that, so it was a fun time. I didn't know what to do as far as controls and everything went too.
Now, I put that game religiously back in the day at a friend's house, older brother friend's house, and I still didn't know the controls. But getting on back to the virtual reality thing, virtual reality, man, it's becoming real. And to me, that is amazing. Ever since I was a freaking kid in the 90s, man, just, seeing virtual reality could be possible and going to these expensive fucking prototypes and seeing how amazing they were. And, easy, blocky, 3D, solid color type shit.
Right.
But it was good. And then, I don't know if you remember that Nickelodeon TV show Arcade, where it looks like at the end they actually go inside the game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I always thought, I was like, man, that would be so fucking sweet if I can go in like Mario or something like that. And the reality of that is becoming more existent every day. And I'm like looking on Kickstarter, I'm seeing all these peripherals for virtual reality. Like one in Portsmouth, Ohio, I forget the name of it. We're in Ohio as well. And it's almost a full body sensor. There's different versions of it. You can get the upper torso version, which is called Light, and it will detect hands and chest movement and going like that, but will not detect your legs and your feet. The Pro version will include sensors on your feet on up, and that incorporated into the Oculus would be awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
And the Oculus also came out with their version 2, which they tell consumers don't purchase this because the final version, consumer version, is going to have more features to it, and we should be seeing that at the end of this year. But with the purchase from Facebook purchasing Oculus, I don't know where it's going to go from there.
Yeah, I mean, they've made a lot of strides as far as like the development of it within the past couple years, but yeah, like you said, with this new buy, I don't know how that's going to go.
I mean, Oculus has probably been around for like a year and a half, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably been working on it for like 3-4 years. And with Facebook buying it and people pulling their projects from the Oculus because of this, kind of got me worried because this was an awesome device for the PC,
Right.
which made it, readily available to everyone if you want to make something for it, as long as you had, you have the Unreal Engine or Unity or integrate the source code into your engine to use it, you could.
Mm-hmm.
And like what PlayStation is gonna have is proprietary. Not anyone can make it for it unless you pay the huge fucking fees to develop it for the PlayStation 4. And to me, Facebook purchasing this is like a blow. Like it's a negative thing. It's a blow, but I'm gonna see how it rides out. But to me, it feels like it's a very negative thing. Like the goal of Oculus has changed now. Now it's going to go corporate. Now it's going to go from, it was $300, now it's $700. Facebook said so. Or while I'm playing a fucking game, advertisements are going to appear every fucking where. Like, oh yeah, you want some Viagra when I'm trying to fucking play some Quake, Of course, I'm going to play some old school games on it. They do have a version of Quake for it. I don't know. Maybe I'm playing an Oculus game and I'm fucking getting ads. I'm getting spammed. And I'm fucking dying because of it, or it's going to pause the game. I'm going to be in a boss fight, all intent into it, and it pauses the game, and I'll have to watch a video for 30 seconds to continue my fucking game.
Do you think that extra monetary backing from Facebook is going to help push the release out a little bit quicker?
No, I think that it is not going to meet the standards of Facebook, and the release date is going to be pushed back. They already had enough money from the pre-orders and what they got from Kickstarter to produce an excellent product in a good amount of time. I just think that Facebook, it's going to seem like it's going to go bad. Facebook's buying up everyone. I mean, I would love to be bought by Facebook. Give me $2 billion and we're okay. After taxes, of course. Because I did the math, me running a game store, or just even being at a game store and getting a paycheck is the dream job for me. But game stores don't fucking pay shit.
Right.
But having ours, if we made $2 billion, we can run a game store at $10 grand a month like $150,000 a year for like fucking 6,000 years, and I think that's just enough to a non-profitable game. I just want to run a game store so people bring their shit in so I can put it in my own collection. That's what I want to get.
Build up a nice little library there.
Yeah, and maybe spark a deal with reality TV show like A&E or something like that to have, you know, Game Star or something like that. But yeah, I'm a little fearful of Oculus. We have an Oculus. We've been playing with the version 1 Oculus, the Crystal Cove, and other than the, you know, motion sickness, it's a great product. I enjoy it. Stereoscopic is awesome.
Yeah.
And you do get lost in it. And when I was playing Minecraft in it, you just get so fucking lost.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Minecraft was one of the games I didn't get to check out in it.
Yeah, it's awesome. They also made a Zelda, the first Zelda, Legend of Zelda for it, and made it where it's like first person view.
Oh yeah.
Where you're going through the Legend of Zelda area for the NES, and it's kind of when something goes over your head and there's things that jump around. When it goes over your head, you're like, "What the fuck? Where'd it go?" That's a little nauseating.
Is it using like the 2D sprites for that, or?
It is using 2D sprites for everything.
Okay.
And then when you go in there and get your sword from fucking old man, it's just like face on. 2D sprite, yeah. It's like taking the map you was looking on TV and it's putting right in your face. But it's a cool concept. I like it. Hopefully, you know, a lot of prototypes come out like that. But fearful Facebook. The PlayStation 1 is going to be very limited. Or PlayStation 1. What were you, 99? PlayStation 4, it will probably be a few years before they get any good games for it, but virtual reality is coming. It is here. As long as they can take care of the nausea, I think it will succeed at some point.
Yeah, and like based on like the tech demo they showed, like there wasn't any nauseous aspects to it. Like you saw the developers or the people trying out the game were playing and standing up.
Yeah.
Which wasn't really prominent in the Oculus.
No, in the Oculus it throws off your balance, so you pretty much have to sit. I mean, some games won't throw off your balance as much, but yeah, it throws off your balance. But the Sony one, Morpheus, some games, and not all games, encourage standing. You know, some games, you know, we're sitting, and Oculus not really there, but we haven't really seen version 2, like played with it ourselves. So what really causes nausea on the Oculus is the latency from you turning your head to actually the camera panning. I mean, if you go like that and the camera does that, it does cause nausea. It's not that smooth, but again, it's version 1. It's, you know, a prototype type thing.
Yep.
So as long as it gets that smooth movement, like when I move my head, the camera moves too, then some of the latency will go down, especially with being higher resolution.
Right.
I would believe that, the latency. Now, on the version 2, I don't know if it still kind of throws off your balance, where it will support some sort of, you know, it worked correctly and I can stand while doing it. I don't know.
I'd imagine so, because now they're implementing that camera with it, so.
Yeah, but it could be more upper body movement of doing that and going forward like that is usually what it's for.
Well, I'd imagine it would help with the motion tracking as well, though. Like having the camera implemented.
Oh yeah,
with
that's what it is.
thing.
But I'm thinking it's more of I think it's more of an upper body thing.
Yeah, but like your equilibrium thing is.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see how it turns out.
Yeah, I mean, we'll only know.
So.
Yeah, that's pretty much, we're going to keep it short today. That's pretty much what I got. Virtual reality is coming. Check out Kickstarter. Keep looking at that. Keep looking around. You'll see more peripherals, like that freaking treadmill. That's cool.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It keeps you in the area while running, which only downside is you'll have to have fucking shoes.
Yeah.
And what happens if the shoes wear out? You know, who knows how much shoes will cost.
Oh,
I mean, the whole
shoes
thing.
For the treadmill itself.
Yeah, you have to have the shoes from them, because it has the grooves in the shoes, the little indents that fit into the grooves of the plastic piece, so you can
It's
run.
pricey.
$500 for the whole thing, so maybe $100 for shoes. So if you play a lot of games, you're gonna run out of those shoes quickly.
You know, then they get like Nike and Adidas endorsements and all that. So
What I would do, I take my old shoe where I just wore out, pull those fucking things off, and then glue them to my shoe. That's what I would do. I mean, but the thing that the Portsmouth thing has, the whole range of movement thing, the only thing it doesn't do is keep you from running into shit.
yeah,
You're like-
exactly. I was wondering like how you would be like running in place or something.
Yeah, but you probably would be going forward. You're like having a perfect room. You're like, oh yeah, I just organized everything. I'm gonna treat myself to this game. You just fucking knock a shit over, fucking
Yeah.
put your foot to the TV. You're just so into the game. You're like, oh shit, this feels so lifelike.
Yeah.
But I just want to talk about virtuality, and because I am a huge fan of virtuality. I don't like reality, so I like to go virtual with it. So, just being immersed, that's all I want. Other than Japan making fake vaginas for the Oculus. Because there's a game called Made that you got this fucking fleshlight that you fuck. And I don't know what it does, like sends signals to the game.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it matches up. I don't know how it works, but Japan's weird and we love them for that.
That'll be our next demo, right?
Yeah. We're going to show you the fleshlight with the Oculus. Alright, that's all I got. You got any more?
No, sounds good, man.
Alright, I'm Jared Michaels.
I'm Josh Goins.
This is Revolution Game Talk.